The war between Israel and Hamas started just over a week ago, and since then, the death toll on both sides has risen to 4,000. Now, Joe Biden will be gearing up for meetings in the Middle East. And joining me now on 3 to discuss this and more is Dr. Mamal Jamal, a professor of political science at James Madison University. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so going back just for a little bit of context, these tensions and conflicts between Israel and Palestine, they've been ongoing for years, but this one is very unique. So what makes this situation, this conflict, so unique?
I think it's unique in terms of its severity and in terms of the severity and the loss of human life to date, and also in terms of the horrendousness of Israel's retaliatory response. As you mentioned, there's been an incredible death toll. To date, 4,150 people have been killed, the majority of whom are innocent civilians. On the Israeli side, 1,300 Israeli Jews have been killed, again, the majority of whom are innocent civilians. I think it's fair to say this marks one of the highest death tolls as a result of a single offensive action since 1948 on the Israeli side. And I think it's fair to say it's also one of the most gruesome. Hamas is also holding 150 to 200 Israeli Jews as hostages as of right now. And on the Palestinian side, over 2,850 Palestinians have been killed in these past 10 days. And it's likely that this figure is much higher because there are still tens of people, possibly hundreds, still under rubble. And so the severity in terms of the loss of human life is definitely something we have not seen in past episodes. What also is different is the horrendousness of Israel's retaliatory response. Not only in terms of their indiscriminate bombing of civilian areas in the Gaza Strip, but also they have ordered 1.1 million Palestinians to relocate from the north of the Gaza Strip to the south. This clearly is forced population displacement. To date, or last I checked, over 600,000 Palestinians have been displaced. Israel has also cut off all water and electricity supplies to the Gaza Strip. And as of yesterday, they still were not allowing any humanitarian assistance to enter the Gaza Strip. I think to call this as a humanitarian crisis is an understatement. It's a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions.